Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Elder Scrolls Lore, and today we're going to be originally doing the Thracians and Thras, but I changed that up a little bit because the Slowed, aka the Thracians, they actually have quite a bit about them, and so I'm going to do a separate video about the Thracians, aka the Slowed, and I'm going to do a separate video with them, and I'm going to just do Thras in this video. Thras is relatively short. I got about a page of notes, but that being said, when I did the Thracians, I got about roughly 2 pages for it, so I figure I'll leave that as a probably anywhere from a 7 to 8, maybe 10-minute long video, and this will be probably around a 5-minute video. But that being said, Thras. Before we start as well, please like and subscribe if you want more content like this, and please leave me suggestions if you guys want any certain topics done. Currently the theme is, not a theme, but someone requested more about Thras, and so I'm going to be going more about that for a little bit, and that's why I'm kind of doing separate videos. Just, it makes it easier on myself, and it makes it easier to get more content out about certain things. I don't have to kind of crunch it all together. So, that being said, I also have a Discord chat now. You can join that in the link in the description below, and there's a link on my channel, and I want to thank Ares for allowing me to use his music. So that being said, let's get on to it. We're about a minute and a half in, and we haven't even started the video. So, Thras, also known as the Coral Kingdom or the Coral Kingdom of Thras, is a partially submerged archipelago in the Sea of Pearls. They were once a powerful and antagonizing power against the Somerset Isles before recorded time as well. So Thras is actually south of Yokuda in about, I would say, where Cyrodiil is on the west coast. I would say just west of that. Go on that part and take that directly west. That's where you're going to get the archipelago of Thras. So basically, its inhabitants consist of slug-like creatures known as the Slowed. They are the masters of necromancy and arguably one of the most hated races among the people of Tamriel. The first maps that include Thras in it were made by a group of cartographers that barely survived. Most groups of cartographers did not make it as they tried to go throughout the caverns. So that being said, they recorded 16 islands in a semicircle like a partially submerged coral atoll. Apparently the Slowed also have the ability to manipulate their terrain because spies, adventurers, and other sources have reported the islands growing and shrinking. The largest island is called Agonio, but that is all we really know, and all we do know from it are from escaped slaves that the Slowed captured, and which were mostly High Elves. The High Elves were heavily enslaved by the Slowed, and they report brackish, which is kind of a mix between saltwater and freshwater, but not exactly like as salty as seawater. It's kind of weird in between, but that's what brackish means. If you didn't know, I didn't know, I had to look it up. They and report the Slowed being buoyant and being able to traverse quickly among the water due to this buoyancy. Now, the Thracian Plague would also originate from here, or that's what Tamriel believes. The people of Tamriel believe that it originated from Thras. So the Thracian Plague would go on to decimate Tamriel's population in the year 2260 of the First Era. But when the Red Guards arrived in 808 of the First Era, they also brought their tradition of burying their dead criminals offshore to keep the evil spirits away. Now, this is where the Slowed would come in and create laboratories on these islands to revive the dead, because they practiced necromancy all the time. And they would also go on to use this to invade Hammerfell. And even though the Red Guards pushed them back, there are still some reports of the Slowed living on islands near Stros Makai and Abibon Gora, and these reports have surfaced well into the Third Era. Now, it's kind of incredible to see that the Slowed have made their way and continue to influence the world, because we do know that the Slowed lost a majority of their power and have really never been able to kind of reclaim that power at all. So it'd be interesting enough to see if we can get more about that information and see if we can find out more about them, and I might find more about them as I continue doing my research about the Slowed. Currently I'm at 2 pages, but it might grow or shrink depending on what I might find. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is Thras, and like I said, I'm sorry if I got a comment asking for someone for a better mic. Right now, I did get a new mic. My mic picks up everything. It is very, very sensitive. That being said, it picks up things. It's the last few videos it's been about 95 degrees, and the humidity has been up to about at least 90%. So I'm gonna have fans going, so I hope you guys just understand and work with me. It's nowhere near as hot now, and hence why you don't hear as much. I have my fan going still. Regardless of which, I want to thank you guys for understanding. It's been a hot week, and basically it's just been a lot of work trying to work with these conditions and also produce content. So that being said, it's a lot cooler now, so you probably won't hear him as much, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys around. Peace.